Welcome to the tour of the animal cell. Hello, my name is Allie and I will be your tour guide for today. Today we will be viewing different parts of the animal cell. The cell membrane is located around the outside of the cell. It is a protein-lipid bilayer. The hydrophilic heads of the lipids point outwards, while the hydrophobic tails occupy the space between the two lipid layers. The function of the cell membrane include holding cellular material and regulating the movement of materials across the membrane. Next comes the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the material inside the cell membrane, but does not include the nucleus. Next comes the centrole. The centrole is one of the two tiny structures located in the cytoplasm of animal cells, near the nuclear envelope. Coming up next is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The rough ER is a network of tubular membranes within the cytoplasm of the cell. The rough ER is studded with ribosomes. It is involved with the transport of materials. Coming up next is the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is a stack of membranes in the cell in which enzymes attack carbohydrates and lipids to proteins. Coming up next is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth ER is a network of tubular membranes within the cytoplasm of the cell. It is involved with the transport of materials. Next is the mitochondria. The mitochondria is a cell organelle that releases energy from stored food molecules. Next is the nuclear envelope. The nuclear envelope is a double membrane layer that surrounds the nucleus of a cell. Next is the nucleus. The nucleus is the large structure inside cells that contain the cell's genetic material, its DNA. The nucleus also controls the cell's activity. Next is the nucleolus. The nucleolus is a small, dense region within most nuclei in which the assembly of ribosomes begin. Now, if you look very closely in between the nucleus and the nucleolus is the chromatin. The chromatin is the granular material visible inside the nucleus. It consists of DNA tightly coiled around proteins. Look! Here comes the ribosomes. The ribosome is a small particle in the cell on which proteins are assembled. It is made up of RNA and proteins. Next is the vacuole. The vacuole is a cell organelle that stores materials such as water, proteins, salts, and carbohydrates. Up next is the vessel. The vessel is a small bladder-like cavity. Now, our last step on this tour is the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is a network of protein filaments within the cells that help the cell maintain its shape. It is also involved in many forms of cell movement. Now, if you have taken the tour of the plant cell instead of this animal cell, you would have seen a cell wall and chloroplast. The job of a cell wall is a strong layer around the cell membrane in plants, algae, and some bacteria. The job of chloroplast is an organelle found in cells of plants and some other organisms that use energy from sunlight to make energy-rich food molecules by photosynthesis.